Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Murdoku and today we're going to play River Crossing. So this is a hard level and it looks like we have three general clues. There's exactly one outlaw hiding amongst the suspects. The outlaw may or may not be the murderer. The outlaw was alone. Okay, well, if the outlaw was alone, then that means he's not the murderer, right? Because usually the victim is alone with the murderer. And the last general clue is either the top row or the bottom row was empty. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, because this is a 9 by 10 grid. Okay, so that explains why one of the rows will be empty. Okay. So starting with Alvin, he was beside a crate. Okay. So this is a crate. Okay, so he's beside a crate. Okay, four possible locations for Alvin. Next we have Basil. He was sitting in a chair. Okay. So we have one, two. Okay, we have two chairs. Okay, so that means this spot is canceled as well as this one because if someone is here, both chairs will be canceled, same as if someone is here. Okay. Next we have Clarence. He was beside a tree. Okay. So he can be here. Okay, you can be on a carriage, so he can be here as well or here. Okay, several possible locations for him. Delphine. She was in a carriage. Okay. So Delphine is in a carriage. Four possible locations. Estelle. She was exactly 6 rows south of the outlaw. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. 6 rows south of the outlaw. Okay, one, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, so the outlaw will be at least here, right? Because if the outlaw is here, one, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah. So the outlaw will be at least here and above. Okay. Okay, that's a nice clue. But we're not gonna pencil mark Estelle. Flora, she was on a horse. Okay, so we have three horses remaining because this one was canceled out. Okay. Gilbert, he was beside a boulder. Okay, Gilbert was beside a boulder. Okay, so six possible locations. Horatio, not the outlaw, but he was alone. Okay, so Horatio was alone, but he's not the outlaw. Okay, so how many areas do we have? One, two, three, four, five. 5 areas. And okay, out of the 5 areas, one of them will have Horatio. He will be alone. And another one will be where the outlaw is. Because the outlaw was also alone. Okay. Okay, and then lastly, we have Valeria, the victim, not the outlaw. She was alone with the murderer. Okay. Okay, so I think it is important for us to identify who's the outlaw, right? So the outlaw can only be from here to at least here, right? As we mentioned earlier. And the outlaw was alone. Okay, let's look at the possible suspects. So Alvin, definitely not the outlaw. Basil could be the outlaw. If Basil is on this chair, if Basil is on this chair and he is the outlaw, then Estelle will be on the bottom row, which means the top row will be empty, right? Because we have someone on the bottom row. And if Basil is the outlaw and he's here on this chair, then that means Flora will be here on this horse because this spot will be taken by Estelle. I mean, this row will be taken by Estelle, right? Okay, so Basil is a possible outlaw. Okay, how about Clarence? He was beside. Okay, so the outlaw is alone, and we're sure we are sure that Clarence and Delphine, both of them will be here in the woods. So they cannot be the outlaw because the outlaw is alone. Estelle is not the outlaw, of course. And Flora cannot be the outlaw as well because um Flora cannot be the outlaw because he she's not at least on this row and up, right? She's here at least. Gilbert, he was beside a boulder. Okay, Gilbert. So if Gilbert is the outlaw, he needs to be beside this specific boulder. Because if Gilbert is the outlaw and he's here in the cliffs, then there's no area for Estelle to be 6 rows below him, right? So if Gilbert is the outlaw, he needs to be here beside this boulder. But that means he will be alone in the river, right? And Horatio is definitely not the outlaw and not the killer. Okay, so we only have two suspected outlaws right now, and that's Basil and Gilbert. But I really want Basil to be the outlaw because it will cause a lot of it will force a lot of different people on their specific areas, right? Yeah. Oh wait, someone needs to be here. Someone needs to be here in the first column, right? Yeah. Someone needs to be in the first column. And it's all river. It's all river. So that means someone will definitely be here. So that means Gilbert is not the outlaw. Because if someone is in this first column, and if Gilbert is beside this boulder, well, he's not alone anymore, right? So he's not the outlaw. And if Gilbert is beside this boulder, well, he's not the outlaw again because the outlaw needs to be at least on this row and up. Okay, so I think Basil is the outlaw. I think we can confirm him. Okay, I will confirm him here. Okay. Yeah, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Estelle will be here at the bottom row. Let's remove Flora from here. Actually, we can confirm Flora on this horse. And the top row is empty, right? Okay, actually there's two spots left for Gilbert. So that means this column is crossed out, right? Because Gilbert will be taking that row. Okay, but who's on the river on the first column? Okay, anyway, I think Delphine is also confirmed on this carriage, as well as Alvin beside this crate. Okay, and there's one spot left for Clarence beside this tree, and one spot left for Gilbert. See? We are correct in identifying Basil. Okay, now Okay, wait, Horatio. Oh, wait a moment. Wait a second. Horatio was alone and he's not the outlaw. Where could he be? Okay, wait a moment. I think Horatio needs to be on the cliffs. That's the only other area that is available to be alone in. Okay, and we've already crossed out all of the areas, so I think we can. Okay, let's undo that. That's not correct. Actually, I'm thinking maybe Horatio is here. How about C? He was beside a tree. Okay, well, actually, aside from this spot, there's also this other spot. Still beside a tree that Clarence can be in. So I think we can confirm Horatio in here, in the cliffs, and then Clarence will be here. Yeah. And then Gilbert is here beside this boulder. Estelle will be here. Okay, so Estelle is the one in the first column in the river. And our victim, Valeria, is here with Alvin. So Alvin is our killer. Okay, that was really quick for a hard level. Okay, let's submit that. Okay, and there you go. That's river crossing. Let me know how you did in the comments. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate your support. Thank you so much to all of my subscribers. And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.